One of the biggest problems when it comes to upgrading your audio setup is that usually that means more noise rather than better sound quality. And you get louder speakers, more equipment, and the sound is traveling through the walls. Now, if you live in a shared space or an apartment like I do, that could be a problem. So what caught my attention about this setup is that it's trying to solve that, and because instead of filling your room with full sound, it brings that part of the experience directly to you. And recently, I just upgraded my home office, so what better way to put the cherry on top than upgrading my sound system with the brand new OXS Thunder Duo X. This is the OXS Thunder Duo X and is the 5.1.2 channel Dolby Atmos gaming speaker system that is built for a dual speaker setup plus the wireless neck speaker that handles your rear audio. So instead of needing speakers behind you, that part of the soundstage is actually right there. And on top of that, you also get the upward firing drivers that they call the sky channel for the hide audio. And the idea is that you still get that full spatial experience without needing the full surround sound system in your room. The setup is very straightforward. You've got the HDMI 2.1, the USB-C, the Bluetooth optical, and it works across consoles like PC, TVs, but my setup was realistically for my computer, and visually it definitely leans into that gaming aesthetic. You got the RGB lighting, the sharp design, but here are the bigger things, which is how it feels when you use it. And when you turn it on, you notice right away the separation because what's happening in front of you and what's happening behind you is not coming from the same place. So let's talk about the main features, starting off with the rear audio without filling the room, because the main idea is that instead of placing the speakers behind you, the next speaker delivers that rear channel audio directly to you, and so you still get that directional awareness, but without needing the extra speakers pushing more sound into the room. And hear me out, because that definitely works, and that's the big deal, because if you're trying to keep things more contained, this is the perfect setup. Up next is the sky channel, which is the height audio, and the top drivers handle the vertical sound, so when something happens above, like rain, overhead movement, and ambient effects, it adds another layer instead of everything feeling flat. Now, when it comes to the sound quality, it's not tuned just for gaming. You can get the clean separation, you get the controlled bass, a low distortion, and it works as well for movies or music. All right, guys, I got the music ready, and I'm just gonna unplug the mic and leave the camera audio. Let's go. Alright guys, this is just the camera audio. I have the mic over here and the speakers are off. As you can tell, they are off. And now we're gonna play music from just the Dell speakers from the monitor. That's at 100. You can barely hear it. There's no bass. Alright, now let's go ahead and turn it on. One time. Sounds very good. This is a modular setup, so you can build into the system over time and start with the base speakers and then expand into the full setup, so you're not locked into everything at once. And you can adjust the EQ, the channels, and lighting through the app, and lighting is more about the setup vibe, but if you want real audio control, this is where it actually matters. The real experience comes from either gaming, something like FPS, you're not just hearing left and right, you can tell when something is behind you, but not blasting across the room, and it feels more focused. And it's also great for movies, watching Dolby Atmos content, dialogues stay centered, the background audio spreads out, and overhead effects feel layered, and you get the real immersion without needing the full room setup. And this is gonna make more sense if you game or watch content in a shared space, and you want the immersion without going the full surround sound system, and if you don't want to rely entirely on a headset, but this is also not gonna make sense if you wear only headphones or if you already own a full multi-speaker home theater setup. So to recap, what this setup does differently is how it delivers the immersion, because instead of pushing more sound into the room, it splits the experience between the space and you, and so in one side you get the front speakers handling the room, and then you get the next speaker that handles what's behind you. And I think that balance is what makes it interesting, because it's not just about being the loudest, it's about being more controlled while still feeling immersive. So if you're trying to upgrade your setup without turning your space into a full speaker system, or you're not trying to receive complaints from your landlord or get kicked off your apartment because of loud music, I think this is gonna be a different way to do it, and definitely worth checking out if that's the balance that matters to you. Thank you guys for watching. The link will be in the description below, along with the discount code. Stay tuned for more content, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.